Hi, Vipin. So, being part of Jaira, like, I'm so happy to associate with you and having you here, and it's our event, IRCC. So, given that you are currently working in a wireless networks say, area, I would like to know what will be your words for our younger minds to be cautious about when they are using or when they are entering into the digital era.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
are already there,
Yeah.
but still.
That's what I was thinking. Like they're already well in the middle of digital world. So thank you, Manjula ma'am, for this invite. And yeah, we were working for so long for this great event to happen, and I'm so proud to see the young minds very curious and very active in the participation. And coming to your question, like all of them, even when they were asking questions, they're taking notes in mobile phones. They're so used to these gadgets that like it's part of their, I don't know, like it's a wearable thing for them. And I think they need to have like a actual cyber awareness from a very young age, because we know after the COVID years, like even the classes are happening online. They need to have a WhatsApp account or they need to have a internet exposure every time. Even our Jaira, most of our sessions are going through online Zoom
Yes.
or Google Meet.
Yeah.
So they are so used to that platforms, and in that case, they need to be aware of a lot of different things. So internet is a double-sided thing. So it has all the benefits. On the other side, there is also a dark side of it. So I think being a cybersecurity master's graduate, one thing I want to make sure is like they have the clear awareness what they are trying to do. Or for example, even if they are creating a Gmail account or like a Instagram account, how to make their passwords. It starts from there.
Yeah,
Like
true.
you need to have that awareness. You don't set your name as your password, or like don't make something that is guessable. And this actually grows to the even the digital devices that we have. For example, like CCTV cameras and our I don't know, like our cars and everything. Many of these devices have a password authentication. Otherwise, it is open to any attacker to use your device, and even without your knowledge, you will be part of a cyber crime. That's a very dangerous scenario. So taking care of things or having that awareness, any of our gadget connecting to internet is a support system for us, but it's also like a useful thing for a attacker. So making sure that you are aware of that part and taking care of your own devices is the first thing, and then how to use that. There, it's also a bit of ethical and giving that awareness about what is socially suitable for every person. So depending on their age restricted contents or time limit for use of gadgets, many of us like keep continuing scrolling down and scrolling down. Like I've seen, including sometimes myself. I'm sorry about it, but like I'll be scrolling till I sleep,
Yeah, yeah,
which is
true.
probably not a good habit. So
Yeah.
we can see more people with like glasses these days because of one of these reason is this. Yeah, having actual ethical idea about how to use these things, and also be aware of the cyber frauds and issues in the cyber world. There are like very age based or like even gender based, culture based. There are a lot of things that you need to be aware. So that societal aspect of this also should be there. So I assume in the future or like very near future, we should have a cyber awareness from the school level
Level,
itself.
yes.
Then only these people will be like a responsible netizens.
Yeah,
We
true.
have responsible citizenship
Citizens, yeah.
concept. We should have a responsible netizenship uh, idea as well. So I think that's what we need to do.
Okay, so I do go to schools and do some career guidance, and maybe I run a like a community service called Dream Team. Okay, so I come across certain young minds, and they will ask me like, what should they do next?
Yeah.
And I will ask them, okay, what is your interest? Most of them they say it is cyber forensics. Okay. And when I ask them, okay, why do you want to do it? And they're saying, like, look at that movie. That is like just at the fingertips. And what are your thoughts on, like, from a Jaira perspective, like we should be putting across these kids
Yeah.
that what you see in the movies and what the realities
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, so it's a very different thing.
Yeah.
I recently talked to a cyber forensic expert from Rutgers University in USA. So we were discussing like many of the young kids, their idea of cyber forensic entirely different from what we are doing.
True.
And we always see like a hacker with like a hoodie sitting in the computer, and most of the time like what we see in the cinemas will be like running a basic Linux command to print something.
Yeah, true.
But that job that they have to do really is very different, and you need to actually learn a lot. It's very good. It's a very good profession, and we probably need more cyber forensic people because the cyber crime rates are increasing. And but it's a very less explored area in this current world. So there's a lot of things to learn, but it's not that kind of a job that you will be seeing in the movies. What you will be doing probably will be like writing codes, debugging. You will have to learn like a lot of tools that will be used for debugging. You'll need to record a lot of files. I'm pretty sure like one of the major thing in cyber forensic is how do you structure the attack patterns, and how do you backtrack the attack pattern.
Yeah, true.
So that part is like it's a lot of non-computer work as well. Like you will get a large database, you will have automation tools, but still you also need to think through that person's mind, and like that all the different log files to find exact thing. So yeah, it's a very complex thing. It's not as easy as like sitting in a computer and typing 2 lines of code, but it's a very good opportunity. Like I think there's a lack of cyber forensic classes or like courses at this point, but yeah, that will be a very good opportunity. But just don't think that you will be doing what you see in a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Thank you. That was insightful. Now, I know that you are coming from MIT, which is an esteemed institution, like most of us would be dreaming of. So, what are its initiatives, like in and around MITs? How are the initiatives from your institution go alike with that of the Jaira's visions?
Yeah. So yeah, MIT is a great place of learning. I was very happy when I got there. It was also a bit intimidating to be in that crowd of a lot of eminent people, like somebody I look forward meeting and everyone. But then once I reached there, I could see the diverse spectrum of learning there. So they are not just teaching their college kids. MIT is also the home for EDX,
Yeah.
and then so they open this open MIT courses through YouTube.
Yeah.
So they have reached global level online courses and everything, and matching the Jaira's interest, they also have actual summer programs for high school students and younger students. They also have lab where school students from nearby areas, so mostly the Boston Public School and Cambridge Public School areas. So the students can come to MIT, use our cutting edge facilities, labs, and everything to do their experiments. So we had a speaker, Jessin, yesterday. So Jessin's wife is a teacher there. I know them personally. They are in the
Yeah.
Cambridge area. So Anju, his wife's school, they have frequent visits to MIT to use the labs there. So kids from 5th grade or 6th grade come and use the physics laboratory in our facilities, and they learn a lot, and it's also like a very good exposure to them. So that is one part. And the second part, as I was saying, is the summer program. So even my lab host, currently I'm actually remotely mentoring a high schooler who is in our lab, who is doing a research program on network coding, like my research area. And she's working with like some computer thing and then some hardware. They get like all the exposure there. They will stay with us for almost 2 months. So that's all the summer they will be working with us. So some of the students actually, like I think in the last year we had one student who published a research paper in his 11th grade.
Yeah.
associating with MIT and his school. So that's a wonderful idea. Like we have that program open to all the public schools in that area. I'm not sure if we have a option to do that virtually for a school from India or anywhere abroad.
Yes.
But for US schools, it's actually open.
Okay.
And I'm also trying to connect to more MIT scientists who can join Jaira's mission
Yeah,
because
that's
they
great.
already do it in their own space,
Yeah.
but Jaira brings a global perspective it.
Yeah.
So that way, I'm trying to find like many more friends from my side who are working at MIT to join the mission.
Thank you, Vipin. Thank you so much for your inputs,
Thanks.
and
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.